clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Rice Owls, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. He never had a chance to get it to the edge in first play of the game, and you're already behind the sticks.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Try to get it to the edge. Look out, he's got room. And this one will be stopped for no gain. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Rice.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Looking for a gap. It's Berry. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Makes the stop at the 49. Give him 5 yards on the play and a first down.
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get the third down. Really good job by the offense. Like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on second down. We don't need third downs.
Fires to the big fella. Turning it on.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you could tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give to the back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
4th down and inches, and you go read any book you want to, any analytical measure, and it will tell you, go for it. Hey, make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They needed less than a yard, didn't hesitate, didn't think about the field goal, probably a little long for that, but they get the first down.
And now that you've got it and a fresh set of downs, look at where they are in the field. They're sort of in that fringe area. There are a lot of coaches that like to take shots at this specific juncture of the field. Let's see what the offense does here.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of the game.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. They'll ride the hot hand. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. All wideouts, no backs. Back to pass, it's Manning. Fires to the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Grab behind the line. It's Payne. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
What a snag. How about that catch, man? When he threw the football, you're like, no, don't throw it. But the big fella says, it's my ball. I don't care if anybody's near me. He'll make the catch. That tight end just earned some money.
Looking to convert, LSU comes to the line on 4th. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal. That might seem like a risky call to go for it on 4th down there, but you can't just hand the defense a win in that spot, David.
No, and when you go back and you look at games, a lot of times those field goals get you beat. And this offense is like, forget that, we're going to be aggressive. And because they got it was a great call.
And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to slam it. And he'll be stopped for no gain. Still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
So they will eschew the short field goal attempt and instead try to score from the 5 on 4th down. Wants to throw. It's Manning. Backs looking for the goal line. Touchdown LSU! First score of the game goes up.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So the 16-play drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? On the run, it's Quinn. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Back to throw, it's Jenkins. Back open in the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. Gets it past the marker.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that. on the QB sneak on 4th down.
Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. The option look.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Running back searching for a hole. Breaks into the open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going. Looking to pass. It's Jenkins. Finds his big tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
The Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll run the toss.
And a great job by the defense stringing that ball along. But when I'm the offensive player, man, I see I'm not going to get anywhere, lower my shoulder, get that extra 2 or 3 yards to always try to make the situation more manageable on the next down.
They decide against trying the 52-yard field goal. Instead, the offense trying to convert a 4th and short. On the option. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
One thing this defense prides themselves on is their preparation. And they knew coming into this game they were going to see option on 4th down. All 11 guys defensively are ready for it. The quarterback tries to keep it himself, but there is nowhere for him to go, and they turn it over on downs.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 30. Inside the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Ohio State is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Troy Smith, and they're right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it. This one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll run the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Here comes the option. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
Now on first down from the 28. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking for a man. It's Jenkins. Out of the backfield, he's open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Option look. It's Jenkins. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Rides the back on the option to give. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Leaves it with the back. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Makes it past the marker. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Rides the back and leaves it.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Jenkins. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Goes to the option. Quick toss. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Well, speed is something that you simply can't coach, and this defense has it in bunches. You saw it that time on the option play. 3rd and long. They're trying to get it to the pitch man to see if he can outflank the defense. No can do. He gets a couple of yards, but not before the defense is able to rally to him and get him down. Now setting up 4th.
They're able to make the stop, but he is beyond the line to gain. It's first down Rice. They convert the 4th down, but back to the line with no time to waste. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for second down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. Looking to throw, it's Jenkins. Got his man on the outside. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Rice.
It took them some time, but finally here at the end of the first half, they were finally able to get it right and score a touchdown. You know, I think oftentimes as an offensive coordinator, you've scripted your first 10 plays, things aren't working. You're looking for formations, you're looking for schemes you can run to finally break through, and that last drive might be what this offense needs to finally turn the corner. We'll see in the second half.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40, and he gets the interception and finally run out of bounds, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Rice ready to kick off and get things started here in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Takes the handoff. It's Berry. Creates a little space. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the ground with the back. There he goes. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Gets the back moving. Back to throw. It's Manning. Got his man out of the backfield. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. They just needed a few inches, and the defense knocked them down in the backfield.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
A field goal try would have been a 51-yarder. They'll opt instead to try to move the chains on fourth down. Concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Swings it out to the flat. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it and try to get his offense some positive yards.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. On the option. He's pulled down right at the 42-yard line. Fourth down coming, and might they roll the dice from their own territory.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this first down on third and short. But how about the defense? Everybody's staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up fourth down.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Owls getting set on 1st and 10. Softened him up with a run, now to throw. Fires into traffic, picked off. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Dropping back, it's Manning. Shoots it to the left. He makes the catch. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score. Just on the edge of the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Wants to go up top on first down. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
Looking for space. It's Quinn. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Now on the option. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Owls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Rice.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Skips away from pressure. On the line, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And the Owls come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and short, the run and looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on third down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
On the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this quarterback has tried to do some damage in this game with his speed. He just hasn't been able to. Just nowhere for him to go so far, and you saw it on that last play there.
The Owls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll run the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, this defense seems like they've had a good plan for the QB run game. They just always seem to be in position, and they're just waiting for him to keep the football and try to get outside. A nice scheme coming into this game.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. He'll ride his man on the option. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down.
I don't know about the play call there. Third and long, and they're going option, and the defense, give them credit. They took everything away. The quarterback had to keep it himself. Defense is fine, giving up a couple of yards, but that's all you're going to get against the athleticism they have on that side of the football. I think that was a play the offense should have thrown it.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. The option look. Pass to Stetson, still on his feet. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. What a play call there. Jesse, I fully expected them to throw.
You did, Reese. I did. Everybody in this stadium did. You know, the coaching staff did too. Because of the defense they played, they were not expecting the offense to keep it on the ground, but kudos to them. They got fooled, and they're able to keep this drive alive.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. On the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. They'll run the option. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
He'll keep it himself. He'll toss it. Got the 1st down and more. Touchdown, Owls! Great job by the back on the option.
Really nice touchdown. Now it's decision time. Extra point will get you to OT. Do you try to win it right now with a 2-point play?
They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Texas A&M is currently ahead in this one, but they're not exactly making this easy for the 12th man. This is a tight one in College Station. They're up by 11 over Arizona State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give on the inside. Turning it on! And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
How about the play by the speed back? You think about speed, you think about breaking ankles. He broke the tackle because he's so fast, moving so fast, hard to get the guy on the ground.
And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Slithers into space. There he goes! And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2 minutes.
He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
The AT unit on the field. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he closed the deal by racing 35 yards to pay dirt. kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll start this drive going to the air, trying to make magic with his feet. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Here comes the option.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
And the Owls in a good spot here with second and short. Swings it out to his running back. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out. Quarterback run is part of their game plan.
And they tried to sneak the run in there, but immediately you got to call a timeout. You got to stop the clock. Then you can get organized, go to the sidelines, still have one left after that.
Breaks into the open. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds, and now the offense trying to score one late. On the move. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Goes to the option. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Timeout called by the offense. A mere 10 seconds to go in the game. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. On the option. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Now on the option. Touchdown, Owls! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And with that touchdown, you could hear a pin drop in the stadium. The home field crowd taken out of it right away. If they get the extra point, they tie it up. What a momentum-shifting touchdown by the offense.
And now they're going to go for two and the possible win, and this crowd rises up to try to make it tough. On the option. He will not make it to the end zone. The two-point conversion attempt fails, and they are still down by one here deep in the game. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll line up for the onside kick. Just 1 second to play, and really their only hope is some type of penalty for an untimed down.